house. You got a bilingual household. You got, you got all these things. You got a smart kid that is a fish out of water. All these things that, various people connect to. It's just, this movie is what we mean when we talk about representation. So that's my biggest thing. It's just hearing things like that, and all of us connecting to it in different ways. When you've got such a diverse film up there, that's what I like about movies like this. So that's.
Is that right if I mention the after credit scene now?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I just wanted to say that for the end.
My takeaways from this movie is that not only was it so diverse and inclusive for Black people, women, Latin people, Asians with SPDR and Penny Parker. I always mess up her name for some reason. Penny Parker. The fact that they had the after credit scene and it was Miguel O'Hara. The moment that suit popped up on screen, I lost my mind in the theater. I popped and I was like, oh my gosh. So you're telling me that in the sequel we could have side by side with this half Black, half Latino, a full Latino Spider-Man that's going to inspire a whole other demographic of children and a whole other demographic of families. That's amazing. And then of course the meme that they referenced at the end was hilarious. They were just pointing at each other over and over again. That was funny. And you also don't hire an actor like Oscar Isaac to have him just do a cameo.
I was about to say they better make 50.
So the fact that they are going to, they have to, when they do their sequel, they're gonna put Miguel O'Hara into the movie. It's just gonna keep growing and say, you know what? Even if Marvel proper doesn't include Miles Morales into their MCU, you need to get your and to see characters on screen that look like you, and I think that's the most important thing.
Go ahead.
So one thing that I love about Spider-Man is already he's always such a relatable character. Because he's struggling in high school and just life in general, balancing Spider-Man life and his normal Peter Parker life. I think this movie made it even more relatable, like how it could be anybody. Like, it's different people, and not only do you have the relatability of a struggle in balancing superhero and life, it's also just relatability in general, as in this person looks like me, I can relate to this person.
And what was the line that Stan Lee, who I also cried when he popped up in the movie though, when that Stan Lee said to Miles when he put on the mask in the store?
Anyone can wear it. It just has to fit.
Exactly.
It always fits eventually.
Yeah, it always fits eventually.
And I think that line sums up everything. Is the fact that anybody can put on this mask. Any Black, white, Hispanic, Asian, it doesn't matter, and it will fit eventually. And I think just having that line, just letting people know that just because there's a kid under this mask who is Black, Latino, whatever, he could easily be you. And if you keep supporting this movie, we're gonna make sure that eventually you see somebody that looks like you on this screen, because there's 7,600 Spider-Man that they can pull from.
I mean, that's a callback to the comic book because, when Miles came on screen, a lot of people hated the character in the comic book and the character in real life. So for that line to be said, it just harkens all the way back to just the comic book itself. So great line.
There's a lot of people on the Miles bandwagon now, though.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. Does anyone else have anything else they want to add?
I want to add that the movie comes out March 19th, Tuesday. Just because we support it in theaters don't mean you can't support it on video, because we need more of these movies. So bye.
Thank you for coming, guys.
Thank you.